Hi, everyone. I'm Andy Davis, Senior Account Executive here at Landis Communications. And today I'm going to be talking to you about media literacy in the age of AI. So, as the world embraces artificial intelligence, it's becoming increasingly more difficult to tell what is real and what isn't, especially on social media. AI can be an incredibly powerful tool when used for good, but it can also be used to misinform and deceive. And so, before we dive in, I want to define a few key terms that we'll be discussing today. The first one being misinformation, which is false information that is spread, whether it was intended to mislead or not, as opposed to disinformation, which is deliberately misleading or biased information that manipulates a narrative, also known as propaganda. But the key difference here between misinformation and disinformation is that misinformation, yes, is misleading, but it didn't intend to be, or this person, it's not clear if this person intended to be misleading, versus disinformation, where there is that intent there to purposefully mislead. Then we have the term deep fakes. And this really comes into the conversation with AI because it's an image or recording that has been altered or manipulated to misrepresent someone, either with how they look, what they're doing, or what they're saying when they didn't actually do that or say that or look that way. And we're seeing this a lot with the conversation around generative AI, especially with imagery and video. That is something to look into if you don't know much about that topic, because it definitely is coming into the social media landscape now. And then the last term I want to define for you is media literacy. And this is kind of the meat of what we're trying to get to today. It's a really important term to know. It means the ability to critically analyze stories presented in the mass media and to determine their accuracy or credibility. So this is really important for not only adults, but also children, as they're using iPads, computers, phones, etc., whether that be in school or for personal use. It's not something that you learn just once and you're done. This is going to be a lifelong process, both with the digital and media environments that are constantly evolving. And evolve, they truly have, and rapidly. So in 2024, Pew Research put out a survey that showed 55% of Americans are using AI regularly. Exploding Topics in 2024 also did a survey looking closely at businesses and how they're using AI. And they found that 77% of companies in the US are either using or exploring the use of artificial intelligence. 83% of the companies surveyed said that AI is a top priority in their business plans. So it's very clear that the majority of the US businesses and citizens are embracing this technology. Technology is here to stay. So how do we engage with it responsibly? With the emergence of AI powered large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, a few others, and then also generative AI, there is a growing concern for how this information can be used to deceive or misinform. And with large language models, they are pulling from online resources, but they, first of all, most often use information that's 2 years old. And also, they don't always provide the sources for that information. So it is important, whatever you do find using the large language models, that you do a little extra research to confirm that that information that you're using is accurate. But we're already seeing some of this play out on social media with generative AI and the use of videos or images to mislead. And that's those deep fakes I was talking about. We've seen deep fakes of public figures or news events that aren't actually true, didn't happen, or that person didn't say that. But there's AI generated imagery out there showing something completely different than what is reality. And so That's why this is really important that we, in the age of AI, do our research on this topic and how to combat it and know when it's happening to us. So media literacy has been and will always be and will continue to be a crucial tool in the toolbox against fighting misinformation and disinformation. We need to be able to use informed decision making to assess information and determine who we can trust. What are your trusted sources? I can tell you that you should never trust what you see online at face value. It's our responsibility as consumers of information to look into claims being made and what we're seeing online. So what I would recommend doing is looking at academic or research papers to look into a post or an article that you saw and back up what they're saying with research. And if you're finding that the facts don't line up, then that can also be your answer. Being media literate not only makes us more responsible consumers, but also opens us up to be able to engage more fully and more creatively with the online and offline media world. So we have a unique opportunity right now to determine how AI should be used in our daily lives, whether that's for personal, business, or educational use. And setting the stage for the future truly lives with us and the demand we create for safe guardrails around such a powerful tool. AI can bring a lot of good, but as long as we use it responsibly. And so I've done a number of blogs on this topic, on media literacy, disinformation, misinformation. You can feel free to watch those on the Landis blog at landispr.com. But thank you for watching.